Yo, peeps, what's going on, everybody? I gotta make sure my shit's set up. What's good, peeps? Episode 102 in the building. We got Clutch, we got Bo, and we got our special guest tonight, Drywall Kyle. What's going on, boys?
What's going? How is everybody?
What up, guys? What up?
I want to make sure everybody is clear as day, right? Can we hear everybody nice and clear?
Yo.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yo.
Nice and good.
Yo.
Rainbow.
Yo, hold on. What's happening here?
Oh,
Kayla.
wait.
Kayla, Babella's, Drywall, Dingo with 115 people coming on in from VIP announcements. Welcome in, SP. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope everyone's having a good fucking night. Yo, Toot, good to see you. Never see Toot around anymore. He's always hiding somewhere. Look at him.
You're working in the shadows.
In the shittoos. Alright, let me scroll down here. Yo, Nacho, what's up? Rainbow. Yo, a level 3 hype train. Thank you guys. Yo, so real quick, before we start talking about what we're gonna talk about, Dopey. We're gonna talk about Dopey. It's been over a year, man, like a year and a half now that he's been gone, pretty much. A year and 3 months, something like that. But fucking Dr. Disrespect, man.
Yeah.
A little wild.
I haven't seen that. Yeah, wow.
What the fuck is up with this guy? Yo, Morning Glory, Goose, thank you guys for the biddies. Appreciate you, Goose. Bo, thank you for the resub. Goose, good to see you, man. It's been that long.
I think his message sounded worse, too. Like his tweet about it.
His tweet, yeah. So he apparently he edited it a couple times too. I don't really know exactly what he did.
Yeah, I think he kind of took back some of the things he said in the message. I didn't see all the edited one. I only saw the one word.
The thing is, there's no. The messages aren't released.
No, the messages between him and
himself.
So here's what I was listening. Everybody's cut him off. Everybody's like, "Fuck this guy, I'm done." Every video you see on YouTube, all of it. All of his sponsors are cutting him off. Everything. Yo, Devil.
Hi.
Devil. Yo, I love you guys so much. Yo, all of his friends are cutting him off. All the videos are like, fuck this guy, pretty much, right? That's what you guys are seeing that shit?
Yeah, I saw
You too, bro.
a lot of his sponsors, like the 49ers.
Right, Turtle Beach.
The gaming organization that he's with, supposedly. They cut him off
Midnight
completely.
Society.
The gaming, was it Midnight Gaming? that
Midnight
he,
something, yeah.
co-found?
Yep.
Well, he stepped away from that one, supposedly. But anyhow, this is what I know of it. So he's chatting in the Twitch whispers with a girl who he was aware was 17. Is that correct?
Yeah, minor. I don't know the age, but the minor, yep.
I heard.
And then
17.
I mean that was the reason why Twitch would banned him. He was banned on Twitch like 3-4 years ago.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
And this is where it gets tricky. I don't know the law in California, but if he did it in New York, 17's not technically a minor. 17 is the age of consent in New York.
I think New Jersey's 16 or 17.
So
Okay.
that's probably why it's not an illegal thing, right? Like, I think California's got to have a similar age, right? Because how come he wasn't arrested if it's sexually suggestive, inappropriate, right? Like, what is deemed inappropriate?
Well, I think that's part of it. Is it probably didn't get far enough to be illegal? Because I think what he said was, if I remember, when I had read it.
So the fact that he's married,
tweet, he said that it was like I mean, that's a whole nother thing. He's married with a kid,
right?
A daughter,
So that's
no?
with a daughter on top of it, which just makes me want to throw up, man. It really does. It makes me want to throw up thinking about how he has a young daughter, and he's going after it. had this whole conversation with Chi the other day about how at my age, at 36 years old, there is nothing about a young girl like that I can get like with her mind, right? Like we have nothing in common. Zero in common. Right? So what is it that your intention is, right? There's nothing there.
I don't remember
right?
Yeah.
His the way he worded it too is like.
Can you pull up the tweet real quick? Because
yeah, so that's what I'm trying to look for.
Because like I said, I don't know if he never met up with her. I don't know that constitutes for no wrongdoing if she was under the age of like a consenting adult.
The thing is, and like remember Chris Hansen, remember the show, like How to Catch a Predator show?
Right.
They had like a bunch of evidence of like all these messages, but like they needed him to be there, like the predator to be there in person and say it, like with the intention of
the guy had. You heard that he was
but they
arrested
couldn't
this
just-
week. Hold on.
but they couldn't.
I heard
I feel
that
like,
he was
like all the
arrested
people on that
this
show,
week.
like they had to have him there at the scene because they couldn't just arrest them based on saying things they would do, but actually having to do it.
Right. Or they have to send a picture or something over, which is a crime as well.
Pictures, yeah, that's a whole different.
So let's get down to the
Order.
bits and bones of what exactly it was. I heard he thought it was 40 miners, not 49ers. Oh, that's a terrible joke. Oh, come on, baby. His attitude at the end of his official apology was horrible. Age of consent can be 16, but they can still be hit with charges until 18 because that's when they're considered an adult. Nacho Mama says, yeah, that's not your peer. Right.
So this is
right.
what he said. He said these were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate. So while probably not illegal,
morally
it will question
not
your morals.
okay.
It will question, yeah, that's like, you shouldn't be having anything that's in a direction of inappropriate.
Especially with anyone who's I mean,
Right.
at the very least under the
even
age of
okay, yeah.
21, right? Like you have after you reach a certain age, I feel like you should not be talking to anyone under 21 on a level like that, and even that should be considered too young at some point, right? Like I would absolutely consider somebody that's 21 to be well, like I don't want to say beneath, right? Like that's a horrible way to say it, but just not mature, you're way less mature than me, right? Is that an appropriate way to say it? Way less mature. Like I don't think that we would get along.
Correct, but I
Yeah.
feel like that's relative.
Munchie, what's
Way
up?
Like you and I could be like so far on different levels of maturity, right? And we're a half a year apart or something, right? Like I would say,
I mean, what,
I
me
was
and
at a
you?
different
You're
maturity
talking
level
you're-
when I was 18. I think, or I would say maybe 2021. I'd say I was way more mature than all my other 21-year-old friends. But I had a kid at that point. I had a 3-year-old at that point.
No, but
right?
we're talking about an older, successful, like famous person talking to someone who is probably just getting out of high school. Like the
17, yeah.
dynamic is not. The dynamic is unacceptable, right? Like the
Right,
dynamic is.
we're talking like if we're putting a person to it, yes. But you're saying like I wouldn't generalize every 30-something-year-old male because there's some that are probably still single and out partying, and I would say that their maturity level is probably on par with a 21-year-old. Me, you know, Clutch. Kyle doesn't have kids, but I'm not gonna say he's immature. But like, I think once you get to where Doctor's Disrespect was, where he's married with a kid, doing things with your life, then yes, 100% you're right. He's at a different maturity level than a 21-year-old.
Right, but we're talking about someone who was under the age of 18.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just tagging on, like, because you
Yeah.
had said, like, even at 21.
Yeah, but even at 21,
I
for
think-
sure. So
Yeah.
So
Right.
my thoughts on this, and we can wrap this up. dude is a scumbag specifically just
I'm like
for
afraid to see what these messages say.
dude's a scumbag just for like flirting with any female, right? Because he's already cheated on her once and had a big apology, right, about this whole thing. So this is like the second time he's in a way stepped out on his wife, and I think that in itself is just horrible, man. I really do. I fucking hate that cheating shit. I don't like it at all. I just find it to be a disgusting thing to do to a person that you're supposed to be sharing your life with. You're supposed to be sharing your body with them. You have children. You trust people. Like, it's just a terrible thing. I don't know, man. I feel so bad for her. And now she's gonna be in the public, like, just like, she stayed with him, right? So she stayed with him. She knew. She knew.
She had to know him. She had to.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason they banned him. There's a reason Twitch banned him. But it was supposed to be like sealed, right? No, I was going to say it's supposed to be sealed, like the whole thing. The whole reason why he got banned on Twitch was sealed.
And then Twitch employees, right?
It was a Twitch employee that came out with it.
Yeah.
So she definitely had to know about that shit.
Bro, she had to know about it in when it happened, right? Because like she had to have obviously way more information than we do in the public, and I know my wife. She would have been, let me see the fucking messages.
Yeah, let me see what the fuck happened.
Yep.
Show me the message. I don't care what you're telling me. Let me read the messages.
Nacho,
you know what I mean? So I feel like she had to know.
To your point, like, I know what you're saying. You don't have to talk to hook up, and that's what I'm saying. So like, there was no the intent there, the motive there. It has to be only a physical encounter, right? Otherwise, what is it for? Because you're not on the same level at all. You got 20 years on this person, pretty much. I think he's in his 40s, actually.
I think he's, yeah.
I don't think he's in his 30s. I think he's in his 40s. I don't think he's our age. Because I'm thinking my age.
I think he's like mid to late 40s too.
Right. I'm thinking my age, and that's 20 years.
40. Oh no, maybe not. He's 42.
He's 42. Still 25 years difference. You know what I mean? That's insane.
Insane.
So
yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, I don't fuck with it, and I think that it's even shittier that we spent the last 4 years not knowing and like semi-supporting him this whole time. You know, like I don't fucking sub to him on any platform or nothing, but like I watch his YouTube videos. Like if one comes up, I'll watch it because he's funny. You know, the dude's an entertainer.
I've
right?
actually never. I didn't like him. I watched him like one time and it's like.
I hardly ever watched him.
I don't care for the get up, like the whole get up. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like actually sat in his chat or anything that I mean.
I've watched him one time.
Oh my goodness, Nacho, I'm so sorry. That is insane.
Wow.
That's madness.
Holy shit.
No, sorry, Nacho.
I'm here for you. Be here for you.
That's crazy.
Always. You know that. You know that.
We're talking
Always.
about Dr. Disrespect, but anyway, we're gonna move on and talk about Dopey and why we're actually here. Kyle, we started last week about fucking when you guys got here, and when did you join exactly? It was like the 30th or something, right? But it was still January.
January 31st.
January 31st.
31st. And Dopey got here January 30th. So, like,
January
we literally
30th.
Yeah, his original date was January 30th. And I was in here not even 2 days, like I said last week, and I was on staff, got on staff.
Yo, that was back when it took nothing to get on staff. That was
now,
back.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah, you want to be staff? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I definitely.
We change your role.
I definitely just saw people in chat, and I was like, "You'll work. You're active. You're active.
You're here as much as I am."
Yeah. Well, I see you a lot. You know what I mean? Like I see you a lot.
Right.
What's good, Jackie boy?
Then I mean, We talked about Razor last week as well.
Well, I mean,
that.
here, let me get to where we were from last week, right? So you guys join up. Dopey joins up on the 30th, and those of you who don't know, Dopey is our friend and our staff member that passed away while on, he was still on staff. He was a young man.
Yeah.
He essentially dropped dead at 36 years old. 35 years old, right? How old is
35.
it? 35.
35.
Yeah. He essentially dropped dead at 35 years old, which is just fucking crazy to think about. He had a stroke, and then it followed by a heart attack.
Yep. And what's crazy, he always talked about 3s and 2s, man.
Right. And he died on 3-2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he always played those numbers.
Roulette numbers?
3 and 2.
I didn't know that.
Played them all, yeah, 3 and 2. That was his numbers. But I've known him for a good while.
So
before that,
when you guys joined, he joined, and then I remember him asking me like, "Yo, can I invite my friends?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, you can invite your friends." And you didn't have a computer at that time, but you wanted to stream and like get into the computer streaming.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can tell you that, Chef Tennessee. This is a crazy story, right? So I'll backtrack a little bit. So in staff, when you're on staff, we have had moments over the course of time where we've had scares where people have like gone missing. So we've come up with a system to make sure that we're always okay, right? Everyone's okay. It's like a check-in kind of thing. And if people don't check in, we start to get worried. So he made sure to check in with us, and he was very quiet about what had happened. He talked to me and Chi about how he was in the hospital all day. So he hit us up. He was in the hospital. He said he had a stroke. He said it was going to be a long night, but, he was going to be all right. The next day, we didn't hear from him bright and early, which wasn't abnormal, right? Because he was going to be up late. It was going to be a long night. He was in pain. And so I called Kyle, who's with us right here. So I called Kyle and I said, "Hey, Kyle, can you give me Dopey's address?" And the reason why I asked him for Dopey's address was because I was going to send Dopey something because he wasn't feeling well, right? I didn't want to worry Kyle either by saying, "Hey, something happened to him last night." I didn't want to worry Kyle. So Kyle's like, "Shit, I don't remember the number to his house. Let me call Jake," which is Jay Stowe. So he called Jay Stowe, and Jay Stowe called his father. And when he called his father, he got the news, and then it was referred back to us. So Kyle is the one who told me, but he found out because I prompted people to call, essentially, right? So, family told you something. I've always wondered, if I passed, would people wonder what happened when I wasn't around anymore? So, Chef Tennessee, if I can promise you this, if you just disappear from Streamer's Paradise one day, if you don't leave the server for some reason and you just disappear, we will 100% wonder where you are. That I can promise you. And you're not alone in thinking that. You're not alone in thinking that at all, because I constantly think about this shit. Especially since Dopey passed away, I think about it all the time, because he was somebody that we pretty much only knew, through here. Now I got the pleasure of buying him dinner, me and Chi both, right? And Kyle made me this. I'll show you.
I don't know if you saw. I brought Mountain Dew.
Let's go.
So that's Chi, that's me, and that's Dopey. So this was something that, it's called diamond art, right? Like And yes, I have heard from Scarfy. I made sure to reach out to him. He's okay. So, anyhow, that's what happened to him. So he joined the server. He brought his friends. He went and you guys were plowing like crazy that month. You guys were fucking plowing together, working together.
Even on the side too, because he had some of his own, and then he was also working for the same. Yeah, he was working for the same company I work for. So we just went to work, then came back. When we got off, we'd just go do his, and then either go sleep or whatnot, or get on games and play. And spent a lot of times playing zombies with him and
Fishing Planet.
Fishing Planet, yes, that too. That he got me so hooked on that game. I have 3, well, technically 4. I also play on Ashley's account, so I have 1 on PlayStation on my account, 1 on Ashley's, and then 1 on Windows and 1 on Steam, and it's all free.
Yo, Vomdrak, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome.
He got real into that game for a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, well, he was also watching Cody Pro streamer too, right?
Cody, yeah.
Cody Pro. This is actually him.
That's Dopey?
Yeah.
Dopey's on stream.
I thought this was going a different direction. I was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
This is actually him. Jake gave me some of him, so I could put in the river out here, which I haven't got to do yet. And I really haven't put them in any lakes yet because I don't want to catch something at them before I put them in it. I want to see how big the fish are and before I put them in.
Gonna find the giants for him?
Yes.
So you guys came in, you were working together, we got you guys onto staff, and this was literally over 3 years ago. And we've been doing this shit ever since. You've been in and out of staff a couple times, but we have had a ride, bro, from people like Razor Stage, right? Like we talked about.
This was so long ago. This was when I was active in the server.
Right, yeah. And you said the same shit last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Probably, because it's so funny. That's how long ago it was.
Well, I mean, there was a solid 4 or 5 months in the beginning where everybody was just really excited that like we were doing something again. And then, you know, it slows down once like the reality sets in of, oh, this is a whole lot of fucking bullshit. Oh, this is a whole lot.
I was way more active because I was home a lot more. You know, I wasn't.
Yeah.
My kids were like little. I wasn't doing anything. Like I was working from home, doing my own thing.
Driving a lot.
Different time back then. Yeah, real estate, just cruising here, cruising there, waiting for people, sitting in my car in the Discord while I waited for customers.
Yep. So, Kyle, when you guys fucking first came around, everybody was super excited. As time goes on, we meet people, we deal with drama. Yes. Dopey was attracted to drama, would you say, right? Like, homie knew where to find it, like a detector.
A little bit.
Yes, he was attracted to drama. Quite a bit, yes. I will not lie about it.
He loved the drama. Who knew Dopey? Yeah. Anybody that knew Dopey knew that he loved the drama. He was ready to fight at all times.
Hey. But then he wouldn't do it also because he had a metal plate in his shoulder. I don't know if I don't know if you knew that, but
I did not.
I don't know if I knew that.
He actually died one other time before he actually passed.
A motorcycle?
Yeah.
Right, I heard about that.
Yeah, and that's where he had to get a plate and shit put in his shoulder.
What happened?
So he crashed a Hayabusa. He T-boned a car and fucking flew over it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. He died on scene and he came back.
I vaguely remember this, but it was told. I wasn't told the detail those details. I was just told an accident.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But that was 2007, I think.
Jeez, I was like fresh out of high school.
He was responsible for
going into high school. Shit.
He was responsible for my first
2 years out of high school.
My first ever like crazy. So we didn't do a VIP announcement at first. It like kind of evolved into it.
Yeah.
So like in the beginning, it was this is a 3-year-old video. This is nuts to me when I really look at it and think about how old this shit was. Hold on. This video right here.
Dude. This video.
This was like the first video was ever hyped from.
Literally 3 years. It literally says it right here. Yeah. 3 years, bro.
I remember Dopey and I would literally have bit wars and sub wars.
Yo, look at Red Scarf coming in.
Just to fucking break somebody.
Oh,
cry. You guys remember that?
Yeah, you guys battled it out on my channel. Dopey still has the #1 spot.
Yeah, and it's gonna stay like I hope it stays like that. Because
I don't know. Benedict is in the #2, or you might be in #2. He's #3, or vice versa. He hit. Okay, so then Benedict is #2, and he told me when he gets one before Dopey, he won't donate another sub.
Yay! Damn, no more gift subs for you, bro. That's it.
Not for nothing. It's gonna take a really long time for him to catch up because I barely ever stream.
Yo, Scarf, Red Scarf, good to see you, man. Definitely, we were definitely worried about you, bro. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But to Chef Tennessee's point, we notice when people aren't here. We absolutely notice. Yes, we love it. Let me play this because some of these names over here on the right side are gonna bug you out. Like some of them.
Like I saw Blazing Bitch like a couple weeks ago or about a month ago.
In Gen Chat?
There it is.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me make sure this isn't too loud.
It's not even Slugface no more.
Yeah, Driz.
Sluggy!
Hey,
You know what was in there? Come on.
Yo, look at that was my first HazeyyVision shirt. I have one on right now. This is like my 5th one.
Fucking hype train, yo. I'm fucking up.
Look at Chi. She's never in no. Like you just won't see her anymore. That was before like this place really got big. You know what I mean? That was when there was like 18 people in the train.
Yeah.
Literally like 18 people.
I did find that video though.
Yeah, you did. Bo found it too.
Right?
I think it's like 30 of us in this one particular chat. We was all fucking hyped up for all
Look
30
at
of us.
Dingo, Chi, Kyle, Dimerk, Chaos. Look at Chaos was on Twitch, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I talked to him the other day, actually. I still chat with him every now and again.
I still live like an hour from
Clutch, the XXX, Clutch Nasty.
He moved. I don't know. He did move.
The original name.
Yo, look at Scrubba Dubbin.
Yeah.
Razor Stage.
He's back.
Razor Stage. There he is.
Oh, hey.
So I was actually on Ethics. There he is. 36 people. Look at that. Was huge.
Yeah.
It was hype with 36 people, yo.
Yo, Mixzilla.
Look at that lighting.
Yeah.
Jay Stowe. There's Jay Stowe.
I enjoy keeping the Streamers Paradise channel open and looking at like everybody's like setup grow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
That too, right? Sean.
Oh my God, that kid.
man. He's not even a kid no more.
No, he's a grown ass man.
We found like a couple of the videos.
Yeah, well, Kyle found the same one you found.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, he's real young in that.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Yeah, I know. Pony boy.
Yo, how many? Look at Dodgy's there.
real.
Jody. Remember fucking Jody? Dodgy.
Dude, Jody
There,
actually
look
sent
at
me,
Dopey's name was Little Blue
an
Devil.
invite on Fortnite like last week.
That's how long
Yeah.
ago that was.
Oh my god, bro! Did we just
Slugface is Sluggy, right?
Yeah.
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 Grant Gerard.
Yep.
Oh my! What is happening? What
Hey,
is
welcome again.
Maybe brownies.
right now? Jay stole
This
like
was all
1,000
because
cities.
of Dopey. Dopey
Yep.
planned this whole shit.
Yeah.
This is when they sent you the steaks, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is when we made that other Discord just to keep it from you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I was like, what the fuck?
He sent you some bomb ass steak, those.
Oh my god!
What brand was it again? I forgot.
Omaha steaks.
Omaha, yeah.
Omaha
Oh my
steaks.
god.
Steak.
They're amazing.
Yo,
Mhm.
I fucking love you guys, man.
And it's, you know what's crazy is that everybody here is still, like, most of these people are still here.
So this is
Yeah.
something
They're just
Yeah,
maybe not
different
as
names.
active. You know what I mean?
This is something.
Uh-huh.
This is the emo that scrub. My man said this is food.
This was that.
Oh.
This is
My
part
man
from the
sent me
video.
Some steaks.
Yeah. It's right in the Dobie's video.
Omaha fillets? Are you out of your mind?
1 million channel points and cheese streams.
Yo,
Imagine.
I love you
Bro,
guys.
I just
Are you
realized
kidding me? Yo,
that I am
Right,
still...
Libby? Though Omaha
yo,
fillets.
Little
What?
Blue Devil sent this shit to me. Mixzilla. Yo, thank you
Yeah,
so
fine.
much, Mixzilla Clutch.
I'm
Thank
still
you.
the sole admin in both of his discords. I forgot about it.
Thank you,
It was
guys.
like,
I
That's
fucking
another
love
funny
you
fucking story.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude
is
locked
there-
himself
is
out of
there
his
any-
Discord.
Is there any way that we could like somehow keep his Discord?
So that's the
Alive.
thing.
The only person that could delete it actually is him.
But you have
like,
to
his
you have
account.
to do something in the 2-year period, otherwise it disappears, right? That's
to
what
do
we're
what?
under the
I don't-
understand. That's what we understand at the moment. Like that's how we understand
You have to
it.
do what? I'm admin in both of them. I do.
No,
something
he
with-
actually has to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
something on his account, otherwise his
Oh.
actual account disappears. So like we have him memorialized as the SP legend in the server, but we're
Mhm.
gonna lose it. It's gonna turn to unknown.
Yeah.
So like unless we can get someone into his
Oh.
house onto his computer, which is not that easy.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there's a good chance he's got the 2-factor set up on there, so it might not even be possible.
Knowing him, right? Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah, and his
because
Discord account.
I don't
two-factor,
even
if his
know if it's
if his 2-factor is on his phone, it's probably shut off by now, and he probably can't. Well, depends on what accounts he's using if you can get to his phone. If he used an iCloud account, or like you can get on his phone.
Yeah.
But if it's a phone number, I'm sure the phone number is disconnected, right?
I have no idea.
I mean, if you
I'd have
call
to
his
ask
phone,
I mean, I can't imagine somebody paying his bill every month just to.
no, I don't think anybody's paying his phone bill.
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
Yo, but Bellas, thank you for the resub, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, Kyle, maybe see if you could get to the phone somehow. Because there's a good chance the emails are still active. Right, his email addresses are probably still active, and we could probably get his password. Wait, I don't say probably. There's a chance we could recover his password.
We'll have to have Jake do it.
His dad.
Yeah.
Jake will be more in contact with his dad then.
So
Okay.
tell us something that maybe we weren't sure about with Dopey, man. Tell us something about Dopey that maybe we didn't know. Some story between you guys when you were younger.
Yeah, I want to hear like a childhood memory, because you guys went like to school together or something, or?
We went to middle school and high school together, but at the time, like, when I was in, he would have been I think an 8th grader when I was a 6th grader. So like, I didn't really know anybody at that point, because I actually just moved from Bellevue to Millard, which is the school that I met Jake at. Me and Jake have been like neighbors since I've moved to Millard, and I was like 12. I really didn't start hanging out with Justin until it was like more in my early 20s when I lived with Jake for a little while. We would always go fishing. We would always, when we would see a nice looking girl going by, we'd always say hot chick or fish on when we would be fishing, just for
No hawk to it.
no hot too. And no spin on.
Oh man, I feel like he would have loved this meme.
He would have loved it.
Would have been a sound alert already first day.
Yeah. It would have been in there in an instant. But so there was this one time when I was drinking, I actually had to have Dopey come pull me out because I got stuck on a bridge. I was trying to back up and my back tire went off of it. And I was already drunk, so he had to pull me off, get me unstuck. That was
saved you from a DWI.
No, actually, I was
saved from dying from backing off a bridge.
Yeah, that's about it.
One thing that Dopey's life and death has taught me and made me think so crazy is like his son. Like his son is so young, and his son was autistic and nonverbal at that. Like that's so difficult to think about. You know what I mean? For me, knowing that his son lost his father and he doesn't have the ability to communicate how he's feeling, like I hate that.
You're not the only one, bro.
I hate that, man. And it's made everything about me being a parent so much more real, because now I'm thinking about me being in that situation. Like Dopey. Oh my God. As a parent, you want to be able to prepare your kid for the world, right? Isn't that the whole point? Make sure that they're they're ready to take on, and they understand that, like, that's all you can hope for. You can get somebody set to that by the time they're 15, 16, they can really understand the world. But like, not at 4, not at 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just made things really difficult in that aspect for me to think about. It's made me want to get all kinds of healthy and like really focus on my health. I'm afraid my uncle also dropped dead of a heart attack at 38. So like, that's the second person I've seen in my lifetime so far that's dropped dead in their 30s. And they had kids, they had families, they had so much going. Like their life was right. Like you're halfway there. Like you're not even halfway through if you're lucky.
Not even
right?
halfway yet.
Right.
70 years old is like.
That's some dude fucking 35.
No, I mean it might be. So what do you think? People are living to be 80 everywhere. 80's old, man. My father just died at 69.
My grandma was still driving at 93.
Yeah, you might have good genes.
But we gotta think. She's not the only one. There's people. So you know what I mean? Like there are people jacking that average up.
Yeah.
Not saying like everybody lives to their 90s, but there's a lot more than there used to be.
Hey, you guys think about dying at all ever?
Yeah, I do all the time.
Should I try not to?
Do you really, Kyle?
Yeah. Like after, okay, so after when Dopey passed, I had a friend that lived right next door to Jake that Jake and I grew up with. He actually was getting sober off heroin and then also fentanyl. And he got on the wagon again and overdosed on fentanyl. And so like with that and that, it really just has really got me thinking of like shit of like not me, like I don't know, I got high blood pressure and shit, and I don't take my meds because I don't like how it makes me feel. So like I feel like it doesn't work, so I just don't take it. So it's always a thought in my head that like next month, tomorrow, it's my 35th birthday as well, and like I don't know, I
You got to take care of yourself, man.
yeah.
You really do.
He literally didn't
really
take his
do.
medicine. Chef Tennessee, what do you mean as a chef? Yes. You think about dying a lot as a chef? Doesn't bother me as much anymore. I used to have panic attacks about death and what follows. Dude, I can't. I'm terrified. My dreams would trip most of you out, so I dare not answer that question of death. Every time I lay my
But
head on my
some-
pillow, the thought
Sorry.
comes. It's scary to think about. Go ahead, Kyle.
Zombie, his bench is at a, well, it's not a bench, it's a tree with a plaque on it. It's in Walnut Creek in Omaha, Nebraska.
That's interesting. That's interesting, Chef. I didn't understand. I don't think I knew that. I didn't think I knew that it was an epidemic in the culinary world. Yeah, dude. For me, I am a heroin epidemic survivor. In the sense that me and all my friends that I grew up with decided that it was a good idea to get hooked on heroin. All of us. Literally all of us. There's 3 of us that are still alive out of the 10 of us that there were, I think. One is in Florida. Well, 2 of them are in Florida now. One is still using. Another one is using and completely off the rails, like mentally. And then there's me, who's managed to escape. But watching, like hearing my friends die, like my friends were dying around me. Essentially, right? So one of my friends actually got sober and then was on a hike and fell off a fucking waterfall and died. Which is crazy, right? Is that fucking nuts?
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
On his birthday weekend. Talk
Wow.
about
like
fucking...
he was tripping out.
Bro, he was
No, he
sober.
hiking.
Wow.
He was
good,
sober.
just
He was on a...
living life. You're doing like what Hazey's doing, just living life, doing
Right.
sober things, like
Yeah.
just living life. It's fucking. So he escaped the fucking.
He
The
got...
the grip. He escaped the grip, and then died to some wild shit. That's fucking crazy.
But like he was hiking, bro. Like who the fuck goes hiking for like a weekend birthday activity? Right? Like you're living life positively if like you're in a situation like that, I feel like.
it's
right?
crazy.
A lot of people like hiking. A lot of people.
Yeah, I know Nacho
crazy.
likes hiking. I mean not for me though, right? Like not me. I don't go hiking. It's not my thing. But he
I'd rather
literally
go
got
fishing.
what's that?
I'd rather go fishing.
Yeah, dude, whatever.
Yeah, me too.
So let me read this real quick. I heard, yo, Baba Girl, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. On average, 12 to 16-hour days. Drugs and alcohol are often vices that help them get through the day. It's hot, it's busy, people yelling all the time. Currently, I'm in a great resort with a pension and benefits for the family. I'm in a better place now, at least. Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Good.
We have a driving epidemic in our little town since I started high school. I've lost 7 friends from our town of 2000, all of them under 25. Yeah, it's horrible, man. So heroin was what happened. I'm 36 years old. I think I do this all the time. I'm 36. I'm going to be 37 in a couple months. And the people that I grew up with, when I was 18, 19, we were working at this place called C&S. And it was like a box picking warehouse. So like you're driving on a stand-up forklift and there's a little machine in your ear and you got a like a headset like this. And you're like, Jennifer, where? And she goes, think aisle 18, level A, number 13, right? Pick 7. And you go to that aisle and you pick 7 of these boxes, right? That's basically what it is. And you build a pallet. If you hurt yourself there because you're in a rush, it's all timed, right? You're on a time. If you hurt yourself there, you go to the urgent care, 10, 15, 20 fucking Vicodins, no questions asked. This was in 2005, right? 2005, something like that. No issues, no pushback, no nothing. So I never took pills growing up, and then eventually I do take one of these, and I feel it immediately that this is exactly what I was missing in my life. It was exactly what I was missing. There was a hole, there was pain, there was trauma, and this was the perfect patch for it. Like, I was this big bumpy road. Like, you know how when you level off your lawn, you take sand and you fucking, you fill all the patches in the lawn? Like, that's what it's like. It's the perfect cover up. It just puts a warm blanket over your cold feeling, right? Like your cold skin. It's like a warm blanket over your cold skin. It's a perfect way to put it. And then slowly but surely, those pills don't do it anymore. And then you're taking 2, and then you're taking 3, 4, and then eventually you're taking a handful at a time. And then you might as well do heroin because it's only $10 a bag instead of $20 a pill, right? So like these things escalate, and then before you know it, you're on drugs and you're in the worst possible way. And losing the people closest to me over those years, I mean, it was horrible. I'd go to rehab or something like that, and while I'm in rehab, I'd read the paper that one of my friends are dead. Somebody's house got raided or something like that. Someone's going to prison forever because they had fucking hot bags. But like this was my lifestyle for, I want to say, from 16 years old to 27. So 9 years. I had 9 years of hardcore drug abuse, and all my friends around me were doing the same thing. So anytime I got clean, I would fall right back into it because I still wanted to hang out with my friends and shit.
Yeah.
It was so hard to stay away from that stuff. But eventually, I wanted to not go to jail anymore, because that's the outcome of everything like that is death or jail.
Yep.
And
I definitely agree with that.
There's nothing.
I found out with alcohol.
Right.
Definitely. I'm glad to be fucking going on 8 years this December.
Alcohol is terrible too because it's everywhere. Yeah. It's literally everywhere. Well, the thing is that we all became addicts together, Carnage. There was nobody that was more pushy about getting people. Dude, I was a very, very, very what do you call it? I enjoyed getting high, and so did my friends. I can't say that anyone put pressure on me to do anything. It was just like I had so many people to call, and these were people I loved. These were my brothers, right? Like these were people that I was a kid with. it's hard to not be around them, especially when you like that's all you know, right? So then my wedding is like this very happy, but yet it's a sad time too, because the people that were supposed to be there weren't. They're they're dead. But this all stems back to the fact that we're talking about Dopey, somebody that was taken away from us way too soon, and someone that we miss dearly. I miss him terribly. He has made my mortality so apparent. Like, for me, he's given me that, where it's like, I think about how we all got that expiration date.
Yeah.
And I am absolutely terrified of what's on the other side. I don't know what it could be, you know? Is it heaven? Is it hell? Is it purgatory? All these things,
right.
You know? Like, is it nothing? Is it just black? Is it like going to sleep?
I haven't had these thoughts in like a very long time.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I like. It's funny because I don't think about these things, but I remember a time where these like plagued me. But I think I'm just lucky enough to be focused. I just don't like if I'm so focused on trying to make sure that my kids had like everything I didn't have.
Like so now you want to know the shit that I like, and I can't help but say this, like, sometimes when I'm just looking at Chi, like, I have these moments where I'm looking at my wife play with my daughter, and then my daughter looks at me and smiles, and they both look at me and smile, and then I think, like, in 50 years, like, this is what I'm gonna think about in my deathbed. Like, that's what I'm gonna see, you know, in my mind, like, these moments, my young wife, my young daughter. Man, that's so scary. Oh, man. And it's going to be here like that. I remember being a little boy and seeing my dad, like, so healthy and strong. And, you know, it's like, he was a withered old man just in December. It's crazy, bro.
Time moves fast.
So you gotta cherish every moment.
But how do you stay present through all that? Like, how do you stay present all the time to, like... Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you stay present knowing that shit? Making sure that you're not... You know, not everybody can understand those moments, right? Like, you can't... People go through their lives with, like, what I like to say... like goggles on, right? Like sunglasses, essentially. Like, they don't see the important stuff. Like, they're focused on, oh, I need to make this money. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. Not realizing that the most important thing is just that ministry of presence with each other, right? Like, I don't know. I just feel like just being next to someone is so important. Knowing that they're there. You know, giving them time. I feel like I don't do that enough with certain people that I want to. Like Dopey, for instance. Like, you know how much regret there was there? Like, so much regret there. I should have pushed him to go back to the hospital. I should have been nicer the last time we spoke. All those things come into play. I think about all that stuff. What was your last time talking to him like?
We were making plans to go to our favorite Mexican restaurant that we go to called Romeo's.
Yeah,
and we were planning on going for his birthday, and then that didn't really work out.
Actually, I'm just
And I mean, I wish, like, I could, like, near the end we would have been closer instead of who I was hanging on at that time as well, because that person was turned out to be very not a good person to be around. You know, I mean, at least for me.
You don't know that
Because,
stuff
well,
until after, though, and that's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and you know, I mean, I still feel very disrespected by it as well, and
Yeah.
I always will be.
it's gonna be a hard one to let go of, man. That's for sure. But
Yeah.
I don't see that person anymore, ever,
And
anywhere.
I don't either, and I'm kind of glad.
Yeah. One day we'll talk about them straight up, but we got to give it some time still.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a bummer. It was a bummer, bro, for real.
it was. It really was like, but you know,
Sometimes these people that we meet in here, like sometimes the relationships that we make, they go sour because we don't really know intentions of others until sometimes it's too late.
It's too late.
And that's not our
Exactly.
fault. That's not our fault, man.
No.
I am sorry for your loss, Zombie, man. It's tough, dude. I lost my
Yeah.
father in December last year, and it was one of the weirdest experiences ever. Like, ever. I wish so much that... I understand now, like, why people want to talk to their parents when they become a parent. And, like, they want to ask them... I have so many questions just in the last 6 months that I wish I could have asked... asked my dad about when I was little. Things about me. I don't know. I just wish I have other questions now. I thought I had all the questions asked. I thought I had all the answers I wanted, but I didn't realize that I had other questions. And I didn't want to plague that moment with a constant badgering. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyhow, we
Listen, about you guys know my grandmother recently passed, but I feel like it's funny because I feel the opposite too. A lot of people when they say she I'm sorry, like listen, she was 93 years old and driving. She lived such a long and like healthy life that like I'm happy that it was quick and like she wasn't in pain long.
You gotta
She didn't
think
suffer
she
and
was
she lived.
93, right? My father passed away at 69. She lived she lived Kyle's entire life.
Yeah.
Like, more than my dad. Like, that's literally she lived Dopey's life.
30 years. My grandma lived 30 about 30 years as a widow.
That's nuts.
She lived a whole life as a widow.
Wow.
That whole life of yours as a widow. That's crazy.
Nuts.
They usually say like when one goes, the other goes quick.
Yeah, that doesn't always happen, huh?
No, man.
No.
And she used to always say, like, I remember her always
more-
saying, like, oh, I don't
more
know if
on
I'll
the
be
other
next
side, though.
Christmas. You know, every holiday. I don't know if I'll be here for the next one.
10, 15
30
years
30
later,
years.
30 years later.
Yeah, it's still going. I was telling her, Grandma, you gotta stop saying it if you want it to happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, it's like I think like the exact opposite. Like I don't have any questions. I've learned so much from her.
Well, you got to be a parent around her. That's what I mean, right? So I think
Everything. Yeah, she's seen me. Yeah,
I think
I've got
that's
to learn so much from her.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I didn't get to be a parent when my dad was like alive and well. My baby was only like 6 months old or something.
Yeah, man.
So it was really not, and we didn't have a great relationship, so we didn't talk much. But yo,
and things are happening now, right?
Yeah,
and you're like,
now
that's
they're
what's bringing like new questions because now
Right.
you're like, oh, what was I like at this age? Because you don't remember.
yeah, and I can talk to my mom, but I want to see my dad's perspective. It would be nice, you know? Munch Crunch, thank you so much for 38 months, and thank you for the streak. I love all you guys. Kyle, thanks for coming on and talking about Dopey with us and talking about this stuff. It's not easy to talk about this shit.
No.
But
No.
we'll talk again soon,
Much
as
appreciated.
always.
Yes. Anytime. Come
Guys, thanks for being here with us tonight. We will talk next week. Guys, you have a good one.
on. You too.
You too, man.
Bye, everybody.
Later, guys.